So good. Hello, everyone out there in YouTube land, Facebook land, in digital land, and of course, the real world. You know what I mean. Missy Rivers, some professional psychic medium coming to you live. I'm still getting used to addressing to everyone on YouTube. So those of you who know who I am or have subscribed, thank you so much for your recent subscribes. Subscriptions. So guys, I'm still getting used to this process. I have been doing professional psychic medium readings for a really long time. Probably looks like it. So I have my own shop and I'm doing my filming from the shop, but I am new to YouTube. So please be patient with me as I learn this new technology and how to do this. So everyone who's come across to YouTube with me, who's been my clients for many years, thank you. And all the new people who have just discovered me, I hope you find a warm and welcoming vibe here. There's lots of love. I love the community. You can always try to connect with people of like-minded energy. I have set the intention for that to happen. Seems like it's working so far. We've got some pretty awesome comments and some people connecting already. It makes me really happy. So guys, today what we're actually going to do is move into the energy of actually doing a reading for all of the signs going into this coming weekend. So we're looking at Friday, today, the 7th, the 8th, the 9th, and the 10th. So I'd like to have the weekend with 24 hours on either side because energy can be fluid for my intentions, okay? So right in front of me, we're going to go through all signs and I'm going to do them quick so you all have some specific messages coming through, but I don't timestamp, so I know that your time is valuable. Right in front of me, I have the Daily Oracle by Doreen Virtue. I have the beautiful Oracle Tarot that I actually teach with in my workshops. It's a lot easier deck to teach with. If you're learning tarot, I really recommend them because they have their little cheats as well, okay? They give you some little specific hints. If you're going to have any, I would suggest that's a really good one to learn from. So we're going to and then we've got my beautiful holographic deck that actually I was inspired to get this deck myself, other than my typical tarot, which I love, but Rider White deck. I get the holographic deck because it's gorgeous. And I actually want to shout out to a fellow tarot reader, James, who has a Scorpio only tarot on his actual YouTube channel. So he's a friend of mine. So guys, we're going to go through and what is the energy of the weekend coming as a collective? What do we need to know? And then I'm going to break it down to each star sign and get your individual readings, specifically what you need to know, what do you need to be aware of, and how can you work with the energy for this weekend coming, and what do you have available to you, okay? So blessings to you all as we go through the energies wherever you are in the world. I know we're all in different time spots. As I do more readings for everyone around the world, from China, from Guatemala, from New Jersey, I will do readings in Brazil, in New York. I know New Jersey and New York are very similar. I hate to mix them up and offend people. But I love that. And I know that the energy is fluid. So whenever you see this from wherever you are in the world, thank you for watching, and I hope this energy finds you in a very positive way. This is so beautiful. So I'm just going to be getting the collective energy for you for this weekend as a collective, and then we'll go into your individual star signs. Please say hi. Hello, beautiful. Sending you love and light too. Hi, William. Hi, Debbie. Hi. Beautiful. Okay, just going to go for two more cards. We've got two jumpers here, guys, for the collective energy for this weekend coming. Collective energy, please, universe, spirit guides, support messages, guidance for the collective energy this weekend coming. We have had a transition coming for the last few days, the last 3 days in particular. I felt it. So that also goes with leading up to the solstice, okay, there is an energy build-up that naturally happens in the Earth's atmosphere, that happens in the energetic field, and we feel that as three-dimensional meat sacks, but also on a deeper level with our spirit. We feel that if we're tuned in of the connection of the energy changing when we come up to the solstice. There's a build-up, it's like the calm before the storm, or the awakening, or the deeper energy coming through, whatever you want to call it. There is a change of energy, okay? So if you do have ringing in the ears coming up now or in the next couple of weeks, that is completely normal. Don't stress. You don't have to, worry about that. I mean, if you're worried, please always seek professional help. But there should be some awakening or energetic symptoms, if you will. One more, please, universe. One more, please. All right. Woo-hoo! I'm loving this. This is great. Okay, guys. So from the Daily Oracle, the weekend ahead for the collective energy, we actually have, it's funny that I was just talking about, that is the energy work. Okay, so guys, this is talking about how it's very important that you remain grounded and work with your own energy and the energy around you. Now, I mean to say stay grounded. I'm going to do my own video on the actual Taurian new moon, which we have on the 10th/11th, depending on where you are in the world. You're going to experience that on the 10th or the 11th of May. So coming up at the back end of this weekend, we'll do my own video on that specifically, but this does make sense for the weekend collection of the energy. Okay, collective energy. Please excuse my tongue-tied. Why is that happening today? Sorry, guys. Keeping it real though, right? Not polished at all. So there is an energy that we need to work with and be aware of for our guidance through this weekend, in particular with that Taurian energy and the new moon in Taurus coming through on Monday and Tuesday, that we really need to focus on what is it here? What am I doing for my own body, mind, and soul? Am I honoring that? Am I showing myself respect by holding my boundaries, by holding my standards? Am I doing something that I want to do, or am I doing all the things that I'm obligated to do? Am I actually having fun? Is there an equal give and take happening in my life, in my relationships, in the way I'm spending and receiving my time? That's something you need to be thinking about and reevaluating this weekend. Okay, guys, this makes sense. Again, the next card that we've got for this weekend as the collective is the giving and receiving card. Exactly what I said. That's exactly what the energy of the new moon in Taurus is coming through. So it makes sense for this weekend. Now, there's also an energy about collectively noticing the signs that you're receiving. So you could have some, oh no, you keep freezing. Oh no, I'm sorry, guys. I hope I'm not freezing too much for you guys. So there could be an energy of, being really mindful of telepathic messages, of symbolic messages, of dream messages, of signs that your guides, that your ancestors, that maybe even your twin flame is giving to you, that you'll notice them in the nature as well. Okay, it's very, very steeped in nature for this weekend. Also on the pre-energy of the new moon in Taurians. Okay. So, that's great, Deb. Thanks so much for the feedback. I'm sorry, William. So, guys, really noticing the signs and acknowledging them. So, as a psychic, I've grown up to know, well, I can notice the signs, and that's fantastic. And I know a lot of people do. But the difference between myself or psychics and other people who don't necessarily practice their psychic ability, because I can tell you now, everyone is psychic. Everyone. If anyone says there's special psychics, there's not. I have just honed my natural skills, and you have that ability too. And it starts with acknowledging the signs. That's great. But I take it one next step, and other psychics do too, where we don't just acknowledge the signs, but we listen and we practice the signs. What do we feel like? We have a gut instinct. We have somebody messages and we follow it. We put it into action. So that's all you're being asked to do by your guides and by the universe and collective energy this weekend, is to actually notice the signs and acknowledge them, put them into practice. Okay, you've got this, guys, you've got this. Okay, and then proceeding just with a bit of playful energy, a bit of curiosity, okay, a bit of innocence. The innocence card comes out when there is an energy of having to observe something for what it is in order to change it to what you want it to be. So it's the beginning stage of the manifestation process. So really looking at things for what they are, accepting them, and then proceeding to work with the energy in order to have it in your favor for the positive. Okay, so let's go through. I hope you understood me and followed me through. Let's go through the angel oracle. Okay, the oracle tarot. Sorry, guys. We're going to go through, and we're going to start with Aries. We'll do Aries. We'll do typical. Okay. So this is for Aries. If anyone wanted to timestamp, I would be so grateful. But if not, that's okay. So we've got about beautiful energy for Aries. So guys, the energy for Aries coming through this weekend is actually, you pulled the star. Okay, I'm actually going to get one from each. Okay, you've pulled the star. Hope, inspiration, and nature. So this is actually an inspired opportunity for the Aries, the Aries. Sorry, I'm absolute goofball today, guys. So stick with me. So the star energy for the beautiful Aries is out there is actually saying that this is an opportunity for you to have a sense of healing, to really be in your own spotlight, to charge forward, to move forward and be in your own element this weekend. And I've actually clarified it with the holographic deck. So you've got the King of Wands, Then you've got the 10 of Cups. And you've actually got the Page of Wands. So very much a fire energy with the 2 fire elements there. So this is all showing me that the Aries out there, you have an opportunity this weekend to actually move forward with your desires, with your manifestations. You've got a lot of energy. You've got a little passion. You've got a little sexual drive as well. That can also be funneled and used for positive energies. Okay, guys? So all the Aries out there, you're going to have a really good weekend if you set your mind to it, if you ground, if you use your assertion and you get going. So you've got a good amount of energy there for you beautiful Aries. Okay, so good time to spend time in the garden, especially for Aries under a Taurian new moon. It's always good to garden. Okay, that's just a little tip there for you and how to use your star sign. So we're going to go to the Taurians. The Taurians for this weekend. What is the collective energy for the beautiful Taurians out there? Taurians for this weekend coming, please, universe. Taurians for this weekend coming. We have a jumper, guys. We have a jumper. Okay. Wow. Okay, so for Taurians, your actual energy for this weekend coming into your own new moon is the Chariot. So the Chariot is actually known in the tarot as the inspired warrior. They're the person who is typical bull energy, right? So they're the Chariot, they're the charger. They're going to take things, they're going to move things forward. They're going to go after their specific goal, their desire, their outcome with zero caution, but it's a very inspired way. It's like, this is what I'm doing and this is how I'm doing it. I am going. So it's a really nice energy. I really do like the Chariot. It also signifies travel as well. So there could be some Taurians out there that go on a trip or travel, make a little a day for Mother's Day, have some time with some family, go around. But it's really nice to have that Chariot energy there for the Taurians. I'm just going to get some clarification on the Taurian energy. Any more for the Taurian energy? Beautiful. There's big changes here for the Taurians out there. Big changes. Look, victory will follow for you beautiful Taurians, you bulls out there. But now coming into your own star sign, so your own new moon, which happens once a year for each star sign, it actually is going to provide you with a window of opportunity that you need to seek. You need to actually work with. So all the Taurians out there, please heed my advice in saying that you can look pretty in moving forward with your desires, especially with that chariot energy. You're going to have a lot of victory, but you will need to trim the fat. Taurians have a terrible trait of doing all the things that they overload their plate, they overload themselves, and they do all these things that they actually are overloaded with, and all the things they have to do with obligated, like I better do the dishes, I better do this, and I'll say yes to that, and I'll say yes to this, I'll say yes to that dinner, and I really don't want to go. What is it that you want to do? And what areas of your life that you can actually trim the fat on? If you do that, you'll be looking pretty and you'll be really happy with the outcome because you become your own inspired warrior. You become like your own hero and clean up your own life. And what do you want to do? Go do it. Yeah. So spending the time the way you want to spend it is really important, especially under your new moon, because that sets the intention and the energy for the next 12 months for you as your own star sign. Okay. In your own star sign. Okay. So moving on to Geminis, my hands are tingling as soon as we move to Geminis. Oh dear. Okay. Oh dear. We've got a jumper already. Okay. Geminis out there, my heart's hurting for you. Hang in there, guys. There's something coming through. Okay, we've got steady progress, and we've actually got the 10 of Swords. This is actually the feeling of betrayal. The 10 of Swords signifies the betrayal, trying to heal from a situation in your mind, a body, soul. There's a situation that you are finding yourself in some capacity that it's not ideal. Maybe you have very little control over, if any at all. And it seems to be that there is a challenge before you that has been around you for a while. That seems to be you are trying to outgrow, or you're trying to outthink, or you're trying to numb, and it doesn't seem to be working that way for you. So being in your head, again, being an air sign, being a Gemini, that really is not going to help things, okay? Needing to genuinely move on from it. I've got a jumper as well here. Okay, so that's exactly what I've got here. So we've got the 10 of Swords in the Angel Oracle, in the Angel Tarot. Then it's followed by and clarified by the Devil card, which again shows the addiction to thinking about something you cannot change. So hang in there, Geminis. I know it's hard to be you at the moment. Moving on from something, okay? Really moving on from something. See, these both moving forward, moving on from something, accepting something for what it is in order to change it to what you want it to be is the first step of manifestation, okay? Acceptance is the key. And then your jumper was actually the Judgment. So once you do that, you'll actually have a chance to have more control and more power in this situation and be empowered and actually be able to energize it. I keep hearing the guides say, energize it for what you want it to be or change it. Okay, so this is really good. But a decision will be made very soon in healing this situation for you, Geminis. But if you're having a hard time out there and you are a Gemini, please hang in there. I know it's a challenging thing at the moment for you. I know a few Geminis, and this actually kind of resonates with what they're going on through, but hang in there, yeah? Don't be so addicted to overthinking it. I know it's hard. Okay, so now we're going to go to the beautiful Cancerians, beautiful Cancerians, beautiful Cancerians. Okay, Cancerian energy, please, Cancerian energy for this beautiful weekend coming. Loving this weekend's energy. It's so good. Okay, can I please have a jump? Okay. Well, we got more than one. Okay. Yes. Wow, I love when this happens. So guys, hello. This is for the Cancerians out there, and it makes total sense because the first jumper that came out was the Hermit. So hello, the Hermit crab, Cancerian crab. So the first card I've got here for you guys, Cancerians, is actually, Cancerians are the beautiful, beautiful givers of the zodiac, and many signs are, but Cancerians have this beautiful element about them where sometimes they can come out of their shell and they can be the life of the party under the right circumstances, but then they have this equal wanting to withdraw, and they need to have some space in their own little shell to rejuvenate, to recharge, and that seems to be, and even I want us to talk slower now, right? And that seems to be the energy that's coming through for beautiful Cancerians for this weekend. So being Taurian new moon, this could actually throw the Cancerian energy out a little bit. So it's a very dominant energy. It's a very full-on, intense energy that could kind of make the Cancerians out there go, oh, you know what? I actually just want to retreat a little bit and be that hermit in my shell. So hang in there. There is a wisdom that comes with solitude, knowing when you need to go out to the party and knowing when you need to stay home and just chill and watch Netflix or, watch Missy Rivers on YouTube or whatever. But whatever you need to be doing, make sure it is a form of self-care. Whatever you need to recharge your batteries, whatever way that is, make sure you're honoring that, okay? Because that's going to help you recover and retreat from some situations that have been exhausting you recently, okay? So I'm just going to go for some clarification for the beautiful Cancerians. Any more information we need to know for the Hermit card for the Cancerians? Why is the Hermit card here for the Cancerians for this weekend, please, universe? Right. Yeah. It's moving forward in order to rejuvenate, okay? And then when you do that, more opportunities will come out for you, okay? So we've got the Eight of Cups, kind of finding your own little cave somewhere just to rejuvenate for yourself. When you do that, you'll have a happily ever after because you've got actually some time and energy to put into the areas that you want to put into. And at the moment, you may feel exhausted in other areas, very similar to Taurian, and then you don't have the chance to actually put your time and energy into the areas that you want, okay? And then we've got the World card, which means it's a very good outcome when you do that self-care. It actually is a good outcome for you, okay? Now we're going to move on to the beautiful Leos. This is for the Leos out there, the beautiful lions and lionesses. Okay, it's for Leos. This weekend coming. Okay, we've got one. Beautiful. All right. Okay, so we've got relationship bliss here. I'm loving this. This is the Nine of Cups, guys. This is freedom. This is a bit of a cheeky energy, I have to say. It's a bit of a cheeky energy of indulgence, of feeling quite happy within yourself, making sure those boundaries are set. But like Leo, you don't need any, what do you call it? Lecture. Yeah, not with the words today, guys. You don't need any lecture about how to get to those boundaries, guys. This is really important that you're just doing you. Whatever you're doing, Leo, keep doing it because you're just honoring yourself. You're honoring the people around you. Keep doing what you're doing. It's fantastic, okay? So you've got the Nine of Cups this weekend. What else do we need to know about this Nine of Cups for the Leos out there for this weekend? This weekend for the Leos out there for the Nine of Cups. Typical. I'm so jealous. I wish I was a Leo right now for this weekend. So you've got the Nine of Cups, relationship bliss, and then you've got the Sun energy, which is very similar to a Leo energy. I don't attribute any of the major arcanas to a star sign. I don't think that's a good thing to do. It's very confusing. But typically the sun is actually the ruler of Leo. So it is, you're in your own element. Leo, whatever you're going to be doing this weekend, you're going to have a good time doing it. You're going to be really happy doing it. It could be working hard at something, or it could be moving on from something. So either way, it's going to make you very happy. You could be working hard on having fun. Whatever is happening this weekend, I'm going to make sure I have a good time doing it. And that you're going to have a great time. Leo, I'm just really jealous right now. All right. There's nothing more I need to say about that. We're going to move on to Virgos. Okay. The Virgo energy for this weekend. What is the Virgo energy for this weekend? What is the Virgo energy for this weekend? What is the Virgo energy for this weekend? Virgo energy, please, universe, messages and guidance for this weekend. Beautiful. Okay, so Virgos out there, you may have some underlining energy for some budgetary movements that you need to manage. Okay, so it's about budgeting. It's about changing the way you view and use and work with your money, work with your finances, work with your budget. There may be some career changes that you'd be looking for in order to bring more income in, or some home budget areas that you want to, again, trim the fat with in order to make sure that you're living the life that you want to be living and make sure you're comfortable rather than, just getting through week by week, which is never ideal, okay? Okay, please tell me more about this Five of Pentacles for the beautiful Virgos. And Virgos like to be comfortable, especially the women in Virgos. They like to be comfortable. They like to have a security net, which is very realistic. It's very positive that you like that. But making sure that's a reality is a whole nother level of commitment. So there is some changes coming through this weekend for maybe reviewing budgets, getting things sorted in the home state, maybe selling some unwanted furniture or items for some extra cash. There is reviewing of finances and the budget. So it's a really good move, Virgo. That's going to be a happy outcome. Is there any more messages, signs and guidance we get for Virgos for this weekend coming for the budget lessons coming through and the finances? Okay, it's going to leave. So the less you stress about money, the more you're actually going to have time to focus in beautiful on your love life. So I love that. So the less you stress and worry about your money and you focus on your budget and you set that up and you're like, okay, I don't have to think about that anymore. I have more time for my private time, my personal life. I love that. Following your intuition is going to be really important with these financial changes that you're going to be making, Virgo. So following your intuition, there may be a call to or a reevaluation of, do I need to move or do I need to change things in my actual home or work situation in order to bring more of abundance into my life, and I'm willing to make those changes. It's going to be of an official nature. So once something happens this weekend and you make a choice about your money, your personal life and your actual career that's going to affect your finances, it's actually going to be more of a permanent change and more of an official change, okay? So something coming up there for Virgos in a positive way, guys, in a very positive way. So we're going to move on to the beautiful Libra. I love Libras. I love all signs, but I'm particularly partial to Libras because my son's a Libra, so. Okay, we're going to tune in. What does the Libras need to know? Librans, my Australian accent, mate. Okay, so beautiful Libras for the energy this coming weekend. What do we need to know? Messages, signs, and guidance for the Libras coming through for this weekend. Okay, there it is. Cycle is closing out. Whoa, man. Okay, so the cycle is closing out for Libras out there. We've got the two jumpers, okay, the Wheel of Fortune, okay, which is about a cycle closing out, coming to completion, which it is really interesting because we're coming to a new moon, not a full moon. So it's about actually creation. So you're actually closing something out, but it's a closing out of a desire, closing out of a soul-searching process. So if there's been a bit of a hardship time where you kind of been thinking a lot and internalizing a lot of things, my beautiful Librans, that's coming to a close. You're actually coming to a fresh new start. So if you've found yourself very similar to a Cancerian energy of being a bit withdrawn, kind of in a workaholic mode, kind of just like here, focusing here, I'm not really stopping to smell the roses or spend time with my friends and family because I've got things to do, that's actually coming to a close. And I'm pleased to see that because Libras out there are going to have a bit of more of a fun time coming through this weekend where maybe you actually do have time to stop and enjoy, all of the fruits of your labor, okay? So any more messages, signs, and guidance we can get for Libra? Any more messages, signs, and guidance we can get for Libra? Why is the moon card here for Libra? For this weekend. Beautiful, because the Lovers card has come up, yes, yet again, and it's showing me that actually if you close out the cycle of being so here, being so committed to doing all of the things I have to do. Doing seems to be the theme for the collective, but some signs are getting them more specifically. So Libras are closing out a cycle of overworking themselves, of overthinking about things, of overstressing, which is really positive. So you're moving into a cycle where it's actually going to free up time, and you don't have to be so defensive of how you do spend your time. There's going to be time found. I know it sounds strange, but it's like when you find money, it's like, oh, I found time. Oh, I have an extra hour I didn't account for. Or I have half a day that actually thought that would be busy doing something else and that got cancelled. So it's like you're finding time this weekend, Libra, and it's actually going to be really good for your family situation. I'm really pleased for that. Libras is really cool. This is good energy for Libras this weekend. Okay, now we're going to go to the Scorpios, the intense, the magical, the magnetic Scorpios. Okay, so we're going to Scorpios. What do Scorpios need to know for this coming weekend? What is the scorpionic energy this coming weekend? Okay, we have a jumper. Okay, very strong, very powerful. Okay, makes a lot of sense. Okay, so we're actually having a masculine energy overtake the scorpionic energy right here. So the undercard is actually the Emperor, but the actual jumper that came through was the Two of Pentacles. This is actually talking more about the money flow. This is talking about juggling money, juggling finances, making sure things are in the right place at the right time for the right reason. So again, looking at your bank balance, looking at where money needs to be trimmed off, where can you find money, really juggling that, but improving it in a really positive way. I'm definitely getting tingles in the back of my neck here. It's like, where can I push a little bit further? You may even find energy this weekend, Scorpio, and be like, you know what, I can push a little bit further. I can do an extra hour of work. I can do an extra something to get a cash job. But it's like a really positive energy about money for you this weekend, okay? But it's a very masculine-driven energy. So especially those male Scorpios out there could be something coming up there for you, finding extra money, finding an opportunity to make extra money, or someone maybe gives you a loan back where you've given something to them, okay? Okay, so more energy, messages, signs, and guidance about the Two of Pentacles for Scorpios for this weekend, please. Messages, signs, and guidance for Scorpios this weekend. Beautiful. Very contented energy. What is happening in a Scorpio's life? It's making you very happy, very content, yeah? Not blissfully happy where you want to yell it from the rooftops, but certainly a quiet inside, like, well, this is nice. This is a nice place to be in my life right now. I'm just going to sit here and enjoy it for a while. That's what's coming through, especially with the Four of Wands as an undercard. There's like a sense of commitment to things, but not really being overwhelmed and intense. That's a nice and very rare energy for a Scorpio to find themselves in. So just sit back and enjoy, observe, and take stock of your life and the details and the areas of your life today, this weekend, Scorpio. So you've actually got the the Knight of Cups, which is very Scorpio energy. It's all water sign energy. Okay. And then this is again building up your finances, looking at your cash flow, doing a stock take of where your energy goes and making sure it all flows correctly. Really, really happy with the outcome. Like, okay, I'm happy with that. Now I can step back and enjoy my weekend. There's also new ideas coming through for you, Scorpio. So if you have some form of study, or if you have some ideas about a new business, or if you have some ideas about maybe even a new invention or something that's coming through that maybe just your energy, that's a good idea to maybe pursue that, or do more details, or sign up for that course, or maybe do the sketch of the design. Whatever it is, it's good for you, Scorpio. I'm really pleased for you. Okay, we're going to move on to the Sagittarius for this weekend coming. Sagittarius, this weekend coming. Sagittarius, this weekend coming. This is for the energy, messages, signs, and guidance for the beautiful arches of the Sagittarius. Beautiful. Okay. I knew this was coming out for Sagittarius. Before I even turned the video on, I knew this was going to come out for the Sagittarius, because I saw it and then I reshuffled. I'm like, this is going to come out. And I kept on seeing my friend who's a Sagittarius. So it makes sense to me that this was coming out. And this is a very Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius are the adventurers of the zodiac. They like to enjoy things to the maximum. They're very indulgent, which I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So I really like that. Very adventurous and just enjoying whatever they're doing. So guys, I think right now, Sagittarius, you know what, we're not competing, but if Sagittarius were to say who wins this reading, I would say so far it's the Sagittarius. It seems to be a really nice outcome. Sagittarius is out there. You're going to have a fantastic weekend, whether it's going to be relaxing, doing whatever you want to do, or you're going to go on an adventure. I think a lot of Sagittarius is out there. If you have the the accessibility to go to a beach. I think you're going to find yourself on a beach this weekend. I can tell you that now. Okay, so beautiful Sagittarius, why do we have the 10 of Pentacles here? Happily, sitting comfortably, enjoying the outcome. What's happening for the Sagittarius in this 10 of Pentacles, please, this weekend? Yeah. We're going from one strength to strength to strength to strength. So it's really, really good here. I'm really pleased about that. You've got a fire in your belly. You're making things official and you're holding people accountable and holding situations accountable in your life, Sagittarius. So this is actually going to be in your favor that you've actually set those boundaries prior to the energy coming in this weekend. So it's like, okay, my work's done this weekend. Now I can chill. I can pour myself that margarita or that green tea and actually sit by the pool or go to the beach and enjoy because my work is done. So whatever you've done, Sagittarius, you've actually cleaned house before the weekend. Good for you. You get to enjoy your weekend now. That's great. Everyone else has to do all this work and you're just sitting pretty. That's great. Well, when you do your homework and you do your shadow work, that's what happens. Okay, we're going to move through forward to our beautiful Capricorns. Okay, as I said, Capricorns, we've got a jumper. Okay, one more, please, for beautiful Capricorns. Beautiful Capricorn energy coming through for this weekend. Capricorns out there. Okay, there are way too many. I'm not going to take all of them. It's like half the deck. That's all right, though. So we have our jumper here, guys. We have our jumper, which is actually the 4 of Wands. Okay, 4 of Wands. This is about steady progress, moving to the next destination, really evaluating things. It's a very practical but very driven energy. It's the energy of also commitment. It's the energy of I'm not there yet, but I'm on my way. You know, it's the energy of like a big stepping stone, a major stepping stone. We haven't reached the final point in our journey, but we've definitely reached the halfway mark, if that's what you want to interpret it as. And it's like recharging your hopes for the next stage in your journey. Okay, so it's really cool. I like that as a Capricorn for this weekend. So you guys are actually reevaluating. You're halfway there. Keep going. It's like you're at a halfway point on a marathon and you feel pretty good still. Okay, so it's really good. Whatever your goals and desires are right now, Capricorn, this weekend may signify actually a halfway mark or close to a halfway mark and reaching a major milestone. So congratulations. Let's get some more information about this for you. What is the 4 of Wands for the Capricorns for this weekend, please? What is the 4 of Wands for the Capricorns for this weekend, please? What is the 4 of Wands for the Capricorns for this weekend, please? Whoops, there we go. Beautiful. Thinking clearly. You know who you want to be around this weekend. You know why you want to be around them. You know what you're wanting for this, really tongue-tied today. It's really frustrating me. Please forgive me, guys. Capricorns out there seem to be very clear on what they want, what it is their desire is, and what it is they've been working towards. It's very exciting because you're communicating that very clearly to whoever you need to communicate that to in order to get that final outcome. And you're about to have it because you're like not messing about. You're going for it. Doesn't mean you're going full-fledged and you're like a million miles an hour, but it's like steady progress. I'm going to take a deep breath and the next step and the next step and the next step. And I'm like, okay, right here, I can see the rest of it. I've come this far and now I'm going to continue to go. So this weekend is going to signify that there is something to celebrate, a milestone that you've reached in order to get to a major desire. So, you know, you're okay to have a pit stop, Capricorn. It's okay to have a pit stop and acknowledge the work you've done so far because I think you've done well in whatever you've been doing. It's a really good thing. Okay, now we're going to do 2 more. We're going to do the Aquarius and then we go to Pisces to end. So we're going to do the beautiful Aquarius. Aquarius is the next in line. Beautiful air sign Aquarius. What can we get for the messages, signs, and guidance for Aquarius? The analytical problem solver Aquarius. Whoop, okay. I'm going to have a look at that one. That was interesting. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, we're going to do 1 more for the Aquarius. This coming weekend, what are the messages, signs, and guidance that my beautiful Aquariuses out there need to receive? Beautiful. Okay. Looking at your career and moving forward with what you need to have for a long-term goal. I keep seeing an image of a house. So this is something for the Aquariuses out there that are looking for long-term major investment. I do believe it's going to be a property. I'm seeing an actual physical dwelling with 4 walls and a roof and stuff like that. So those of you who are Aquariuses out there that are just trying to save up for money or strategically changing your career or maybe working more hours or saving your money or working with your budget, because we've actually got new career moves in order to pursue something of a major desire. That's a big theme for this weekend. It's really cool. So something through coming for that. So you guys are on track is what I'm getting, but there will be changes that may need to be tweaked this weekend for you to achieve your long-term outcome. It's like now is the time. This weekend is an opportunity and time frame for you to make some changes. Maybe tell your boss that you're open to more hours. Maybe do a weekend shift, because that will get you the extra $500 that will go into the bank, that will earn investments, that will go onto your house later on. But it's going to be a good outcome here. It's a little while away, but you're definitely laying the foundation. So Aquarius, you should be really proud of yourself. Okay, what is the more about the full energy? Full energy for the Aquarius, full energy for the Aquarius. Very joyful, very playful, very fun, very mischievous energy this weekend for the Aquarius is out there. Yeah, very mischievous energy. How cool is it that wow. Okay, I'm going to show you this. So we've got a double confirmation here. It's all about your career moves, changing things, moving things, making sure that they're all on track, because you've got things to do, Aquarius, later on. Really enjoying mischievous energy. And how great is it that it's Mother's Day on Sunday and there's actually the Empress card, which is all about the mother energy. So you guys will be either spending time with your mum or really reflecting and thinking about your mum if she's not able to be with you. So that's really beautiful. So we have one more. We're going to do Pisces. Lucky last, beautiful Pisces, beautiful water sign Pisces, the twin fish. The twin fish Pisces. What are the messages, signs, and guidance we need to get for the beautiful Pisces for this weekend coming? Thank you for everyone being patient. I know it's a long time for you guys to get through this video because I don't timestamp it. So if you do watch this and you can timestamp or even list one of your star signs, please do that for other people. It's really appreciated. So I've got two jumpers here. This is for the beautiful Pisces. And the two jumpers I have is actually very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so I've got the Three of Wands, okay, for the Pisces, and then I've actually got the Five of Swords. So this is actually showing to me that there could be a problem. No, I shouldn't say problem. A hurdle that you may have to overcome this weekend, Pisces. A hurdle to overcome is what I'm getting. So something like, it's like you're about to sit down, you've done the dishes, you've done everything sorted, you've done a day of work, and you're about to pop the champagne and just sit down and enjoy yourself. And just as you're about to have a sip of the champagne and just relax for a second, someone goes, hang on a minute, not too fast. We've actually got some things to do. We haven't completed that task. So there's something that's actually going to draw your attention at the last, like the 11th hour, the last minute, that you're going to be like, oh, shit, I thought that was done. That's okay, because I'm not getting a disaster energy about it. It's more like, oh, it's an inconvenience. Okay, put that champagne on ice. I've got to go sort this out. I've got to fix it. I've got to restructure it. I've got to make sure it's online on the track that I thought it was on. And now I can come back to my champagne. So I actually think that you're going to have a bit of a busy weekend, or a weekend that's going to have an energy that you didn't expect it to have, Pisces. So a bit of a busy weekend. Heads up, okay, heads up. There's something that's going to come up a little bit unexpected that's going to throw us a little bit of a spanner in the works. Nothing major that you can't fix, but something that's certainly like, oh, that's annoying. Yeah, an annoying energy. Please tell us more about what Pisces needs to know for this weekend coming. Why are they moving forward with celebration? And then the challenge and problems. What is the challenge and problems? Tell us more about the Five of Swords for Pisces. It's like you one step forward, two steps back, but then by the end of the weekend, you'll be 5 steps forward, okay? Wow. Okay. Yeah. So it's just about juggling things and making sure things are happening in the right way. So, for example, this is what I'm getting here for you intuitively, Pisces. It's like when you do 1, 2, 3, when you're counting 1 to 10, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? You don't go 1, 2, 5, 8, 10. There may be some steps that will be overlooked by someone in the mix, either yourself because you're distracted, or you've somehow overlooked it, or someone that you're working with that has somehow overlooked something that's going to cause you to have to go back and patch something up. It's like, oh, we did 1, 2, and 3, then we moved on to a 5, 6, and 8. We missed a few, so we have to go back and redo it in order to make sure it's a complete package. So there's something that needs to be fixed that will be overlooked, but by the end of this weekend, by the Sunday, Monday energy, Pisces, it's all going to be done anyway, and then you can sip on that champagne and have a fantastic day. All right, so guys, I hope you have enjoyed this reading. I'm sorry for speaking so fast, but there's so much energy coming through, and I wanted to make sure you all got an even reading. Please like, share, and subscribe if this does resonate with you, and if it doesn't, that's okay. Thanks for watching anyway. I am Missy Rivers. I'm a professional psychic medium. I am based in Australia, but I'm reading for clients worldwide, so if you like my energy and you like to have a personal and private reading, all the information is in the link below in the descriptions. Reach out. I'm so grateful that you guys are here for your energy and sharing this community with us. It's such a beautiful thing to be able to connect through such a worldwide web. Like, it's crazy that you guys are watching so far away, or you could be next door. So thank you for watching me. I'm sending you lots of love from my heart chakra to yours. Happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful mothers out there. Hope you have a fantastic and safe day. Enjoy your energy and take care. Bye, guys.